Good afternoon, everybody. I've received a lot of questions on how I wired up my dual LED taillight configuration on my Paradigm 385 FL. So I thought I'd make a video, probably unedited, that shows some of the details and some of the connections and concerns and so forth. I'll put links in that post. I've already linked the taillights once, but I'll update the links and so forth, and let you see some of the components or some of the major components I used. So here we go. First, ordering the taillight kit. I ordered two kits, and one for each side. And this set is actually intended, each light is intended to go across the back of a pickup and have a left and right turn on their own. Comes with a nice little set of instructions. As you can see, the strips have a peel and stick that you can put onto the car and then be able to use a fastener, and I have not yet applied those. I'll show the lights in just a minute. And then you just plug the light into the four-way adapter. Now, because this is a two-light system, I didn't quite do it that way. It also gives you a reminder of what the wiring diagram is for the standard 4-pin trailer. And it also talks about the red wire being a reverse light, because a normal 4-pin system does not have a reverse light. So let's take a look at what else is in the box. Here is the pigtail that I cut off the light, and let me show you that now. So the light is on the 385. I put it right against the edge on the right and the left, and you can see that what I did is I cut off part of the pigtail and I drilled a hole in the side of the trailer, and that goes through to the underbelly space. You'll see that in a moment. But then what I did is I drilled the hole in a size that I can get a grommet in there to protect the wires from getting cut on the inner and outer edge. So fed the wires through. You can see that this has got the red, amber, and white lights. And there's the red light that you saw in the diagram and the 4-pin wiring, white, green, yellow, and brown. So underneath, you can see that they came through. I haven't fully cleaned up the job yet, and I'm just running the red wire over to the other side of the trailer, and I connected the white wires. There is a fuse built into the system. Now notice the yellow wire is not connected. The green wire that you see, let's see, you see right here, the green wire is your right turn signal. And notice that on the other side of this wiring connection, I've put both the yellow and green from the tail light so that when the green flashes, it lights up the entire bar. This is just going to get folded over and taped up and put away. So from there, I had loosened the chloroplast connection and just fed the wires underneath. Now, you'll notice right now I've got my normal 4-pin adapter for the hitch is disconnected. I'll mount that back up in a minute. But the other thing that I did is I just spliced right into the trailer's stock 4-pin connection. This wire, I'll show you where it leads in a minute, it leads out to the driver's side back corner, which is the same place that all my other wires are going to right now. And again, I had taken off the sheet metal on the back of the trailer. I'll reattach that. You can see the sheet metal's on the ground there. Now, both of these wires that you're seeing here in my hand, better angle, one's from the right side and one's from the center. Now, also coming from the right side is this red wire. Remember, this is the reverse light, and it's connected to the left trailer wire coming through the wall there. And then I've got the other wires coming out of the left turn signal. And everything comes together in these multi-piece splices, right? So now I've got everything spliced into the trailer 4-pin wiring. The red is connected light to light. I'll show you in a minute what I'm going to be doing to get the reverse lights here. But a short answer is I'm going to be splicing into the red wire here, and I'm going to run the reverse light up this part of the trailer all the way up to the front and into the forward bay up at the front of the trailer, and I'll show that in just a moment. So how I'm going to run that reverse light is by using this yellow wire. 14 gauge is a little heavier than you need. You can go all the way down. 18 wouldn't be bad. 16 would probably be better, but 14 was what was available at the shop, so I'm just going to use that. You saw the little red connectors I use, little butt splices. The one thing I will say about this kit that I don't like is the wires coming off of the taillight are 20 gauge wires, very small wires. So you need the little red splices. With the red splices, you can go down to a 16 gauge wire. The 14 gauge wire needs a blue butt connector. And if you're familiar with automotive crimp connectors, you know what I mean. These are heat shrink capable, so that works. And then this wire, like I said, will be running up the side of the rig. It will be inside this plastic tubing. I've got multiple packages of this. And I'll be attaching the tubing to the frame using these little circular connectors, which are sized for the same size as a tube. And then when we get up to the front end in the pin box, we'll just use the circular connectors to go over the 7-pin connector for the reverse lights on the 7-pin connector there. These are the little connectors that I used, you saw under the thing. It'll allow you to splice 3 wires together, just push them in, and there is a little piece of metal in there that clamps the wire and doesn't let it out. You can get these at many different auto parts store. A little push guard, 3-pin push in connector, and you can get different kinds. Here's one. There's a 4-pin that I'd gotten somewhere else. I didn't use those this time because I only had a couple of them. And then you can see the remaining grommets I picked up from a miscellaneous grommet kit. And again, those grommets, I've got a grommet on the outside and inside of each side to protect the wires. So I hope that helps everybody out in how I worked it. Oh, the other thing, when I wired the 2 sides together, I bought a roll of 4-wire connector, 4-pin wiring, I guess, trailer wiring. And the cool thing about this wiring is they're labeled right on it. Left, right, reverse, those kind of things. So, let's see here. Yeah. You can see right there, ground, tail light, left and right turn. It's just helpful when you're working on it and you're not that familiar. Again, I hope this helps everybody out, and post any questions you have. Thanks.